Pros, save more on the materials you need to get the job done, inside and out, at Lowe's. Right now, get 10% off in-stock Trex Naturals decking, now available in more styles. Plus, get 15% off select custom entry, interior, and storm doors. Then, we'll deliver it all straight to your job site to help keep your jobs moving. Get the brands pros trust, priced right, and ready when you need them. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 5/27. While supplies last. Selection varies by location.
I told Matt, give me a second. I wanted to post something out. But here we are. Wednesday, hump day, day baseball day here on Off the Board. Jake Hassan beside me. I'm Colby Marcio. This is presented by Better Day. Hey, have yourself a better day. Empowered by FanDuel. Hello, everybody down below. Hello, everybody out there listening to the podcast. Hello, Jake. Hey, just want to let you guys know, I'm all cooped up. I overdosed on Polish dogs last night, folks. $5 Tuesday. Had 4. 4. Do I feel it? Yes, I do.
Stop it. Please tell me you're doing a bit right now.
I said 4 dogs.
That you feel it after 4 beers at the White Sox game. Please tell. Oh, well, you said $5. I was going to say, you said $5 Tuesday, and I think the $5 isn't that usually referring to the beers and not the hot dogs?
I think pretzels.
Or is it both?
Hot dogs, beers.
Oh, it is both? Okay. I thought it was just beers for some reason. I thought the hot dogs were even cheaper than... Whatever. I'm stupid. Reading literacy. Yeah. I thought you were doing a bit because have you seen the meme of the guy over the weekend? It went viral of the guy who was like, I hadn't drank in a year, and I had 3 glasses of wine, and I couldn't podcast for 3 days. Shut up! Like, just absolutely go play in traffic, you loser. Buddy, when I used to work at a now defunct network, I would go out on a kickball Thursday, shut down Lottie's until 2 a.m., and I would be in that studio at 7 a.m. the next day, and I would let it absolutely fly. Too, on a show that I produced, then a show that I hosted immediately after, and it would be like nothing happened. So I don't want to hear it from this absolutely. This is the problem. Man, I'm really more mad about this than I thought I would be. This is the problem with these alpha male chud, lifestyle guys. Like, I drink 3 glasses of wine, and it's poison. It ruined my life for a week. Shut up! Figure it out! You're not cool. You're not special. Like, if you don't, and don't get me wrong, if you're not a drinker, if you're not somebody that likes to get after, like, I'm a booze hound. I'll say that. I can admit that. Hand up. But, like, if you're not like that, you're not about that life, that's fine. Cool. Great. You're probably going to have a longer longevity of life and quality of life than I will. Great. Whatever. But don't come out here on your stupid shows and your podcasts and be like, it's poison. If you want to hit your best, and you want to be able, if you want to be able to podcast at your best and put out the best 99th percentile performance you can. You can't put this stuff in your body.
I would like to add that this is back.
Just be normal. Just be a normal person.
On the back from something he did years ago. Just wanted to point that out.
Buddy, this was like less than a year ago. And now, I don't know what's going on. Colby's just gone. I don't know what's up. Apparently, this is just me now, I guess. It's not patting myself on the back to address what Colby just said about me. I am not patting myself on the back. I am just using that story as a reference point of that some of these alpha male lifestyle podcast bros and go like, just not everybody is affected the same. And don't tell us what a loser you are because 3 glasses of wine affect you for 3 days. What? It's too much. I hate it. I hate it so much. And that's why, and like, maybe I'm being like too bro-y by saying just drink a beer and get over it. But Colby will be back in a second. He did lose connection. So apparently I'm still out here. But anyway, that's all. That's all I'm saying. This is not to pat myself on the back. This is not a brag. It's just I need the lifestyle influencers to stop. We get it. You don't drink. Cool. Good on you. You don't need to go on a podcast and tell us all about it for the foreseeable future. Thanks, but no thanks. There's a little here. We got back. Hey, buddy. Welcome back.
Let's skip past it because I'll explode. I'll literally pop every blood vessel in this human body that is currently speaking. Good God. 3 bars plus. The AC's blasted, so there's no excuse. It's you, Riverside. God. Can we get through one show? Good Lord. Was it steroid baseball yesterday? What do you mean? There was like 1 home run, and it was the one I bet on. Also, that may have been a peak moment of my life, finally cashing a bet, or a home run bet in person.
I was so excited for that video to drop. Like once I have the notifications on for the MLB home run bot, and I think most people who are bettors do. So I have those notifications on, and I got the Murakami notification,
how I get when
I started vibrating. I was like, I cannot wait for this video. Like, I was like, I cannot wait for how insane. And you were cooking. Like, it wasn't even the home run video. Like, you were putting out videos all night last night. And they were all good. They were all very fun.
Going to the White Sox game because it was fun. I love going to baseball games. And it was, like I said, $5 Tuesday. And, I only cashed 1. So, I don't believe in that. For Tukey saying 52 home runs total yesterday. I only got to see 1. Schwarber flew out to the warning track, I think, 3 times.
And it was the one
yesterday.
that mattered.
It was the right read. I hate saying that, but sometimes you got to take what you can.
Mm-hmm.
So,
no. Speaking of the right read, really fast, I had Chase Burns over 9.5 Ks at 6-1. Dude had 8 through 5, and I was like, "We're good. We got this against the Mets." And then got 1 more out in the 5th before giving up a bomb to Soto. It just got yanked from the game. It's not a bad beat, but it's just like I felt like it felt so good. And I texted this because Isaac Trotter bet it with me. I was like, I would bet it again. It's one of those where, like, when you have a right read, like, you're just like, I would, like, if you feel like you would bet that again because you felt so good about it and you were on track, like, it's not a bad beat. You could say right read and yeah, it's like I would have bet it again, especially at that price. I thought we had it, and then then you just lose. Anyway.
In the
also, this coffee sucks.
Behind home plate at
$8, by the way.
And I always quadruple check my seats because I don't want to be that person that's in the wrong seat. So I knew for a fact I was in the right seat.
I do the same
and
thing.
This group of 9 people came up and they're like, "Hey, this is our row," and I was like, "Are you sure?" So I went to get up to pull my phone out of my pocket to double check, triple check, and then they just completely gave up and just went and sat somewhere else. Like a normal person should at a game that has nobody at. So then I was telling Ben and Jake, I'm like, you know what? I've always wanted to go sit up there in the top corner where no one ever sits. And we're like, we'll do that in a couple innings. So we went the 3rd inning to go sit all the way in the back.
Yeah.
And Jake, nobody has sat there in years. Do you want to know how I know that? Do you want to know how I know this? There were cobwebs all over the seats. So we were rushing off the cobwebs. Man. And then on the complete other side, that's where they had the tarps off. And I was like, yes, the tarps are off. Also, the amount of incorrect calls I saw from that top corner, I should be out there umpiring because that was just horrific calling by those guys in blue.
That was another funny tweet of yours last night. In the top right corner, you go, "This ump should be fired," or whatever. I can't believe somebody said that was a very funny tweet of yours as well.
You got to reinvent the bit some way or another. But dude, the best part was there was no service people, no hot dog person, no beer person. But then hold on.
Oh yeah. Well, there were cobwebs up there. What do you think? What do you mean?
Out of the, tunnel to look and check in. She points at us. She goes, "You guys need anything?" And I was like, "No, we're good." I was like, she knows if she walked up that flight of stairs, she would have gotten a tip because you have to. It's certain
Oh yeah.
Like I'm really picky with
Well,
tipping.
yeah,
Tipping culture is very
100%.
toxic these days. She 1,000% would have got a near 50 to 100%
Sure.
tip because
Agree.
that's just hilarious. And she knew it was funny because she was smirking her ass off
Yeah.
when she was like, "You guys need anything?"
Right. Yeah.
Good times.
I loved your content.
I didn't
Credit
know if
where
it
it's
was
due.
enough or
Your
not.
content was
Oh,
very
so then
good
there was
yesterday.
another. Oh, I put that on the video. The tarps that were behind us, and they were like, join us, because they would be like dying down. They were definitely like freshmen in college or high school seniors. And so they would like stop,
Of course,
twirling their shirts
yeah,
because they're not with the big group. They were on the complete other side. I don't know why they just wouldn't hustle over to the big group to make it bigger. But they would die down in like a momentum situation. Like, all right, guys, come on, boys! And they would pick it back up, and then one was like, join us. And I'm like, I'm pushing 30. I'm not joining you guys. I was graduating high school when you were coming out of the womb, probably. So I'm not gonna join you guys. But it was a good time. Good time. The Mooney Nuke was the best.
I totally would have been. I totally would have been a tarps off guy. Even now,
The
as a man
problem that
approaching
I have
30,
with
I
the
would still
tarps
do it.
off thing
I
is
love
how
it.
we're giving it credit to the Cardinals fan base. Are we dense to other sports? This was going on Mac Tuesdays this past season. UMass games had tarps off.
Yeah, but like you don't see it in baseball. You don't see it in
But
baseball
we
that
can't
much.
act like this. I can't use that. I can't use that comparison. I can't on this show. I can't do that. I'm just gonna text Jake Hassan my thought because it's so good. This is just like this.
Oh, I can't wait for whatever. This is
just
about
like
to be.
this rivalry. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. It's a great comparison. One does the same thing, claims it was someone else made it. I won't do that to us on the show.
All right. We got. You know what? You know what? Here, I'll give you my thoughts on the text that Colby just sent me. This is how that makes me feel. I'll give everyone a second to guess at what time Colby sent me that voice memo this morning. I want everybody in the chat to make a guess of what the timestamp on that message is from Colby Marcio. I just want everybody to guess the timestamp on that message.
Dude, I'm gonna cry. I did not expect that to come up.
Oh, dude! From the second I hit play on that today, I knew that I was playing that on the show. I didn't know when or how, but I knew I was playing that on the show at some point today.
All the time. Literally all the time. All right. Let's keep the comedy rolling. And let's jump over to not college baseball, not Major League Baseball. We need to talk about PC AAA because, good God, does that kid need to get called down.
High school?
That kid is... I saw it on the internet a couple times.
Who did you steal
AAA?
that from? There's no way that was a Colby Mark. Okay. I was really...
Which one?
No, it's really
AAA?
good. I was hoping it was a Colby Marcio original.
Oh, everyone's using that right now.
Yeah, that's really good.
But... damn.
That's the first time I've heard it, legitimately. Oh, for those who are playing the game, by the way, Colby sent me that voice memo at 9:15 this morning. Yeah, I did cut off before. I did exit out of the message before the flushing of the toilet at the end.
What was no. What did I have written below it?
No, that's okay.
Play at 2 times speed. That's
because I didn't do Because I didn't do this part.
It says like one time.
I also don't even know how to do that on Instagram. I didn't even know you could do that. Oh, yeah, you're right.
All right. For the people that think this is a
Glad we could all
Cubs
experience that together.
slandering show, it's not, but you keep giving us content. We're going to continue talking about them, as this is the same team that has 2 10-game winning streaks, is now on the cusp of possibly losing their 11th straight game this evening against the Pirates. We'll talk about in a bit. But, yeah. You and I are both agreed on.
Kind of think they will.
Brandon Lau over his bases and home run, because that's 80% of the time records at least a hit. Anywho, going back to it. What do they do with PCA? What do they do with PCA? We're not a hater. These are just straight facts. How else? I'll just say this: if you're an actual fan of the Cubs and you aren't saying the things that we are saying, you are lying to yourself. I will say that you are lying to yourself. If you think, Jake and I have talked about this a million times, if you think last year's first half is actually real PCA, when the scouting report was minimal, they didn't have much on them, I always lean on the fact that rookies have the advantage when coming up if they're not getting they're not cold at the plate. They're actually humming because they benefit from not enough data on the kids, so they don't know how to throw them. They don't know how they're going to hit this and that. Second season, they got everything under the belt. They know everything. They know your spray chart. They know where your hot zones are. They got PCA's batting 226 his last 162 games. I looked it up yesterday because I forgot what stat you said last week.
And I think with only it was about the same thing. He was batting 207 over the last 100 and something games with 9 home runs. So he's got 10 home runs over his last 162 as well.
I commented
on it's all bad.
Somebody's post on Instagram talking about PCA, and they're like, I talked about his batting average being that low over the last 162, and they're like, well, he's walking more. He's not Kyle Schwarber. What? Also, if he just stopped trying to be outfielder Javi Baez, I think he would do a better job.
Yeah. But also, I think he's trying to do that now because he knows his defense's calling card. His defense is what all of his value is. And so now he's trying extra on the defensive side to make up for the shortcomings offensively.
It's a sad sight to see because he was great for the city last year. I'm not saying he's not going to be in the future. But I think he's at a point now mentally that I think he would benefit from going down. Just like not to compare him to Davis Schneider, but Davis Schneider gets sent down all the time and then comes back always stronger. And I think Davis Schneider is a very underrated player when he's humming. But the Blue Jays just sent him down. He's a great platoon guy.
Yeah, very much agree with that.
They do that every year. And he always comes back better than before in the later months. So I don't think it's a bad option for PCA to take a couple weeks off down in AAA. PC AAA, he'll put some rear ends in the seats. Maybe they'll have a bobblehead somehow. 100%.
But they're not going to do that because of the contract. They're not going to do that because of the contract. And also because Davis Schneider is like, the difference is like Davis Schneider is like mustache, rec specs, blue collar, like hard hat guy. Like, that's his like thing. Like he probably takes those demotions and it's like, well, like PCA is such an emotional player and wears his heart on his sleeve so much. Like they send him down, he's going to be heartbroken. He's going to cry. Like, I'm not even saying that as a jab or like he's going to cry. And they're paying him so much money at this point because they rewarded him with the contract after last year. They send him to AAA. That might break him more. Because remember, if we want to make the Javi Baez comparison, they tried that whole song and dance with another emotional player in Javi Baez before. How did that go? So I think at this point, the only way he's going to get over it is to get through it. Like that's the only way. So I agree with you. At some point, it's going to turn. Positive regression will come. But for right now, I mean, PCA is up there, and this is what he hears. Like that's in his head. Like, that's what's happening in that guy's head right now at every event.
Now, we haven't really touched on it, but it's kind of picked up some steam. What are your takes on the T-shirt? What did he say? What did he say? Made
T-shirt.
him do a T-shirt.
I don't know if I know what this is. Oh, I mean, like it's copium. It's classic Cub fan copium where they're gonna be behind their guy no matter what. It's unsurprising, and it's just they're gonna die on the hill for that guy every single time.
To be funny,
which is fine. Whatever.
To the people, I've seen numerous people.
Correct.
Numerous people.
We on
this
that they
bought
on this
shirt.
show.
I'm like, you look like an a-hole. You look like trailer trash.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like we live in a terrible time. Of course, people bought the shirt. Like that's part's unsurprising. Like those people are never gonna wear that shirt in public. They know they're gonna get shamed. Like, and I bet you half the people that said that they bought it are just saying that for clout. Dude, I bet you, unless I see a receipt or these people actually holding the shirt, I'm going to assume that half those people, they're like, of course I bought the shirt. We're going to stand behind our guy 10 toes down. I'm going to assume half those are just people looking for clout in Cubs Twitter so that they can all S their own Ds.
Did you add Brandon Lau, or is it just me? Let's go.
I'm literally typing it in right now.
H to the double R is too juicy for me. At 1.5, it's like $1.45. I'm not paying that. I took the home run. Excuse me. He has a 70% Arsenal coverage against Jameson Taillon. I know it's Tyone. When elite. Excuse me. I had a tickle in my throat. When elite. I don't have any water next to me. When
Jeez, guy.
At least a hit 80% of the time. Marvelous. Records a home run nearly 30% of the time. Goes over his bases 47.5% of the time. It's an 80 elite game sample size. It's very consistent. His hits, like I said, the Arsenal coverage is there. Matches up very well against Tyone, who's just getting demolished by left-handed hitters. Some's probably out there thinking, well, what about O'Neal Cruz? His K percentage over his last 30 at-bats against righties is horrid. We know he's a he's a three-outcome type. He's like a three-outcome player. I don't think he matches up.
Dude, go get water. Goodness gracious.
I think Lau's the better option there. So, Jake, if you have anything else in that game, take it away.
Yeah, go get some water, King, and then I'll take you.
Was I not muted? Yeah, it had the red.
Did you think you were?
Dude, I literally...
Bro, that came straight... I thought you were doing a bit because you looked right at the camera when you did that. I thought that was totally on purpose. No, that came right... Now you're muted. That came right through as I started talking. So thank you for that. No, I'm on Brandon Lau as well. I'm going to use the stat. Colby gave you all the analytical and smart people stats. I'm just going to tell you, Brandon Lau has good history, including a couple home runs against Jameson Taillon. He's been on fire over the last week, 385 batting average, slugging 577. The Cubs are dead. Jameson Taillon is dead. I'll go with Lau because this year, when Lau has been hot, he's been insanely hot. So I'll back that. Matt brought this up in our pre-show, quote, meeting. It's really just a conversation where we all just kind of mess with each other and say a lot of nonsense. I kind of like Connor Griffin as well. It's 10-1 for the home run. That just doesn't feel right. It's plus 170 for the bases. I may add that. I'm considering it. But I'm all over Lau. Just when this guy is nuclear, he's red hot. So I'll be on that. And that's about it. That's the only thing I'm going to have in Cubs and Pirates. I do think that the Cubs lose.
Game that starts in 20 minutes. I had to leave to reconnect
to
my actual mic because, hey, I paid for it. We're going to use the good mic so people can listen to me, not use my Mac mic, which sorry you had to listen to that. James Wood over 1.5 H to double R. I think I got plus 110. His home run is like near 5-1, which I think is egregious for a guy that's murdering the ball right now. Sure, he's homered in back-to-back games. Gavin Williams pitches. Wood has been demolishing all season long. My only red flag is Gavin Williams has done well as of late against lefties. I think the ground ball rate isn't as low as I would like it, but it's James Wood. I think if he hits anything, it's going out of the ballpark. And I hope that this national team keeps humming because they are a blast. Also, we should probably touch on Sunday. Was it Sunday or Monday? Monday. Monday. What's his face tipping pitches? Had to have been with a stat line like that. I can't think of the pitcher for the Guardians where they hit like 15 home runs. Yes. Mead had two touchdowns.
Was Bybee on Monday?
2 home runs. Mead had 2 home runs.
2 touchdowns.
Wood had a home run, first plate appearance of the day. Everyone had a home run. And it was just one after another. And they kept Bybee out there because they were already up a full touchdown.
Yeah, he got smoked.
But he had to have been tipping pitches. I can't wait for the John Boy breakdown.
I mean, that's the problem with Tanner Bybee, though, to me, is that he always has those blow-up outings. Like, people, when Tariq School got hurt, people were like, oh, should we not Gavin Williams? Should we bet Bybee for Cy Young? And, like, he just always does this. Like, he'll have these stretches of dominance where he'll be unhittable, and then he'll have like, once a month, it feels like. He'll have one of those starts where he gives up 5 home runs in a start and just gets absolutely wrecked. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know if he's tipping pitches or that's
Amanda
just
said, I
kind of
think
the
Woods,
pitcher he is
CJ,
at this
Meade,
point.
Lyle are all in play again today. We know she parlayed them. She's a sicko.
I mean, yeah, might as well. I mean, because Gavin Williams suffers from the same thing, like where he'll all of a sudden just like give up 4 home runs in a start. Like he has the same problem as Tanner Bybee. He's just
I'm just going
a little
to
more
this game
consistent
because I just want to tell you the stat. So the Royals Yankee game tonight,
Man, go
Noah
for it.
Cameron
Hey,
is
it's
on
your
the
show.
bump. The lefty Lou. I took Aaron Judge. I think it's a big Aaron Judge day. The trends are always fantastic. They're always mouth-watering. 367 elite ratings, records a hit nearly 70% of the time. 2 hits 31% of the time. Homers 30% of the time. Over this prop 50% of the time. I paid $1.05. I was looking at it too long and it went away, the even money, but it was plus money today. Cameron is getting demolished by right-handed hitters, obviously. But listen to this. He's giving up a ton of hard contact. The ground ball rate is super low. What do you think his home run per 9 is? Half.
I don't know. This could be any number.
Insane. Monty told me it didn't matter. I said I think it means he's due. I think he's due to get demolished. There's nothing worse when you think you're up to something and somebody tells you this doesn't mean anything.
It's one way to look at it. Yeah, that's definitely one way to look at it.
I love Judge Day.
I do love a
I
hashtag
took the
do
bases.
factor, though.
I'm on a lot of bases today. All the H to the double R's I was looking at were too juicy. Yeah. Tim, I'm with you. I mean, they scored 15 runs yesterday.
No, never mind.
I was thinking about that too, but it's Aaron Judge. He's kind of streaky. This season, at least he is. So once he hits a home run, it's kind of like, okay, can we get back on backing him again? Because he went 11 games without a home run and then hit that walk-off. And since then, I think he's been fantastic. So I love Judge today. Jake, give me something else. Actually, let's cut out the MLB. Or do you want to end with college baseball?
Let's end with college baseball because I do have bets, and for some of the other games that start in like 15 minutes. I do have a bet in the Blue Jays Marlins game, and I do have a bet in Cardinals Brewers, which is in like 40 minutes. I wanted to get creative because I wanted to back Kevin Gausman, but the strikeout number
Tukey
was
in chat said
iffy,
Judge
so
was the only one who didn't show up yesterday.
What?
He hit a double. Didn't show up. God forbid. Doesn't leave the yard.
Show up.
Doesn't leave the
count.
yard.
Wasn't a home
Trash.
run. Doesn't count.
Trash.
Scratch from the record.
Why is he the captain? Trash. Absolute garbage.
Go
ahead.
Oh, God. I like Kevin Gausman under 1.5 earned runs. That's plus 145. That's at the Green Book. The Marlins are dead. Like, this lineup has absolutely nothing going on. Gausman's been great all year. He's on a hot streak. His last 2 starts spanning 12 2/3 innings, 13 strikeouts, 1 run allowed. Now he gets the Marlins team that can't hit. Kyle Stowers is on witness protection apparently right now. So I'll take Gausman. He's been on a very, very hot streak at home in Toronto against a bad Marlins team, under 1.5 earned
Producer
runs
Matt, I'm
at
on
a
the
big
Marlins
price as well.
early win today.
Really
Do you
like
have
it.
a up to lean? You're the money line guy. It would be such a better promotion if you didn't get limited. They know what they're doing.
Maybe if I had to pick, it would be Diamondbacks or Phillies.
Yeah.
Fade the Giants and fade Walker Buehler.
I don't hate that. And Schwarber probably homers today. He hit the warning track 3 times yesterday.
The other one. Oh, there he is. He did. Real fast in the other game that starts in 40 minutes. This is going to be Jakey narrative. I don't care. Cardinals money line to avoid the sweep, plus 144 against the Brewers. Mm-hmm. Chad Patrick goes. He hasn't started a game since May 4th, so who knows what this is going to look like. He's been in relief mostly. Now the Brewers are just sending him out there. So I like the Cardinals on the money line. This is a good opportunity for them. Avoid the sweep, keep the division lead for the Brewers within 3 games. Cardinals win today. It's a 2.5-game division lead. I like it. I know it's Dustin May, and it's a little scary to back him. But speaking of due, Cardinals have lost 3 of his last 4 starts, even though he's got a 5 ERA. He's got a 3.89 FIP, so he's pitched better than the ERA says. And I'm just not a Chad Patrick believer. Like, cool, great. You've been in the bullpen. You've been good. And I also love the narrative of avoiding the sweep. So Cardinals money line.
There's a guy I'm on today that Tukey said, if Judge doesn't hit a home run, anything else, he doesn't. I lost the rest. Whatever. Matt took it away from me. Anywho, there's a guy I'm on today that I don't think I've bet on in 2 years because I'm indifferent with him, but I am absolutely in love with his matchup today. And that's Julio Rodriguez. I know. Everyone soak it in. Soak it in. But he's murdering lefties.
Oh!
Jeffrey Springs is struggling against righties, and they're in Oakland, or not, excuse me, they're in Sacramento, Sacramento, and he matches up against all of his pitches extremely well. He's hitting the ball very well as of late. That doesn't mean anything! Please stop saying that! Amanda put in chat, everyone is on him. That's not a thing! That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Go do your own research. Stop scrolling through Twitter and seeing everyone being like, oh, you know who I'm on today? Aaron Judge. No duh. These are premier hitters. Anywho, I think the center fielder's in a really good spot. I took his bases and his home run. And yeah, final play of the day for me, late night. I'm mad I didn't take it yesterday. I took it on Monday, and it was one of an all-time perfect read, which is the Dodgers' first 5 team total over 2.5 at $1.45. I'm paying the juice. I don't care. Sagano has been brutal on top of brutal. Has already given up 5 runs to the same Dodger team when they played in Colorado. The Dodgers are back. They're humming again. Shohei's on the bump, so he's not going to be hitting. He is one of the elite rated hitters, so you can take that out. So they have technically 3 elite rated hitters. Sagano is just due to get destroyed, in my opinion. What are we doing?
Colby's connection, really good today. I agree with everything he said, though. Sagano he's dog water out there. He's chopped cheddar. And whatever analogy you want to use for, he's really bad. And so if you wanted to use your up early, up to whatever it's called, I don't know. I don't have a lot of space up here for the names of things. I got enough. Colby just texted, I'm getting angry. Yeah, well, that'll happen. So I agree with him on the Dodgers team total over. Speaking of that Mariners and A's game, I know he went with Julio Rodriguez. This is scary. I'm going to go the under in that game. I'm going to take a first 5 under in Mariners and A's. Under 4.5, even money in the first 5. I know it's Sacramento. I know overs are prevalent in that park. Hear me out. Day game after a night game. Mariners are the 6th worst. Day game after a night game. Mariners are 6th worst in baseball against left-handed pitching. Jeffrey Springs, famously a lefty. Logan Gilbert, for whatever reason, is actually better on the road this year than at home, which is a flip from his career norms. Whatever. Okay. And it is Sacramento, so people are going to bet the over, so you get some value on the under. That's why you're getting even money. It's a little scary, but all of these Jakey narrative factors, 4.5, even money, I'll take it in that one. I might as well just keep talking while we wait for Colby. Later, I don't understand what we're doing here. How are we still, again, lining the Braves as dogs to the Red Sox? Red Sox lost yesterday as favorites. And now we're lining Bryce Elder and his sub-2 ERA as a dog to Connolly Early. I like Connolly Early as much as the next guy. He's great. I think he's going to be awesome. But we're going to make him a favorite against the Braves, who have the best record in baseball, and the Red Sox, who still don't really know how to win games. I just don't know why we're making the Braves minus 102 on the money line. So Braves are my favorite bet today. I don't know who's not paying attention. I don't know if it's because it's Bryce Elder and everybody's waiting for regression. Braves, money line, book it.
Before Riverside decided to just reload, I don't know what it was doing because it brought up a loading bar. I just want to mention in final thought that the Dodgers are number one in WRC, they're number one in walk rate over their last 12 games. Their WRC plus is top 3. They're hitting the ball well. They're seeing the ball well. I think they continue this streak since they've been humming since Monday. And Monday, I was out for revenge. I was chasing. I had a bunch of free bets I threw on them to score in the 6th, and they all lost. And I was like plus 250 for them to score in the 7th. In every inning, they've at least had 2 guys on. They're scoring in the 7th inning. And 250 for the Dodgers is egregious. That is a gift. Obviously, it cashed. I got my money that I lost, and I should have won. Thank you. But again, Sagano should get lit up. He has been very inconsistent except for his first 3 starts where we were like, is Sagano pretty good? Which I was getting excited because he's a seasoned sophomore and is pushing 40. People forget. That's all my plays. Julio, Wood, Judge, Lau, Dodgers at 5.
I'm going to throw one more MLB play at you really fast. Another home run play. This is a price. I know we're all talking about his toothpaste application the last 24 hours. But at 5-1 for Bryce, who has been awesome this year. He's elite today. Goes against Walker Buehler, who gets crushed by lefties. They're hitting .316 against him. He's 4 for 6 in his career against Buehler, which I know is Colby's favorite stat as he disappears again. He's probably about to punch a hole in his laptop, which is fine because I'll move on to college baseball in a second. But Harper at 5-1 is a crazy price. He's slugging 49 over the last 2 weeks, slugging 582 on the road, and he's really good. He's kind of in the MVP race, even though Shohei has started to hit like Shohei Ohtani again. So it's kind of just done. Remember that really cute time when I said Ellie De La Cruz could win MVP? That was fun for like 3 seconds. But listen, it is what it is. What are you going to do? But I like Bryce, 5-1. The toothpaste thing, I was going to talk to Colby about the toothpaste thing because I know he would probably have thoughts. But Colby's quitting for the day. So I'll wrap us up in the last few minutes here. If the people want college baseball, I wrote about the bracket. Bracket came out on Monday. I had instant reactions. If you missed it, I know most of you here for Colby. But if you missed it, your loss because now some of these prices have changed. But also, I'm going to be doing college baseball stuff at the Jake Hassan on Twitter, Hassan_Jake on Instagram. We'll be doing more. But also, HassanTax.substack.com, where we talked about the bracket yesterday as well. A bunch of bets, couple of futures that I like. The most notable, if you have nothing to win the College World Series, if you have no futures, if you haven't been betting Texas with us, if you haven't been betting with us since the beginning of the year, 22-1 is still up on Florida at FanDuel. And I really like that price for them because they have a top 8 seed. And so for the people who don't know, if you have a top 8 seed in the College World Series, you don't host for 1 round, but 2 rounds. And then you go to Omaha. So that's home field advantage for the first half of the tournament, for most of the tournament, which is huge. And especially in a place like Florida, where you're going to have good home field advantage, I think that works for them at 22-1. I think that has the most hashtag value on the board. They have the upside to win. They have two elite pitchers, and Aiden King and Liam Peterson. Just a lot of times depends on what version of Peterson you're getting on a week-to-week basis. But he was good in the tournament last year. He's going to be a top 10 pick. He has the pedigree. I'll back this Florida team as a long shot because also if and when they win their region, their super regionals would be against Southern Miss, who, if you've been following me for this college baseball season, if you've been following me for the past year plus, Southern Miss every year is the darling team that everybody wants to talk about in the College World Series. They're the plucky team that wins the Sun Belt, and then they just get smoked by an SEC team, by an ACC team. So to have the Supers then as probably Southern Miss, and then you go to Omaha after that, I think that's a great path for Florida. I love the 22-1 on them. Shop around because there's 19s on them and 18s on them. So you can get a better price if you go to FanDuel, which this show is sponsored by FanDuel. Very important to note. That's the biggest future. Couple of region bets as well. I really like Arizona State at plus 350 to win the Lincoln Regional. Nebraska, cool, hosting for the first time in almost 20 years. They've had a huge turnaround in the last 3 years. I think this is going to be very similar to Nebraska in the basketball tournament, where they finally have this run and they're finally back, and then they're just going to fold. I think it's going to be electric. It's great that they're hosting. Awesome for them. But Arizona State has arguably the best player in the country in Landon Hairston. Willie Blomqvist has had this team as a tournament team consistently for the past 4 or 5 years. Their arrow has been pointing up every single year, and those are teams that I want to back. So I don't think this is priced correctly. I think the 2 seed Ole Miss is sucking up some of the win probability here, and that's why you get a better than 3-1 on Arizona State. They cut their teeth in a Big 12. The Big 12 was a very, very tough conference this year, maybe arguably the second toughest conference in college baseball this year. I like Arizona State. A little bit short of a price, but still plus money. Arkansas to win the Lawrence Regional. Good on Kansas, hosting for the first time ever. Give them their props. They end the year hot, coming into the tournament on a 3-game winning streak. Won the Big 12 tournament. Awesome. Arkansas is just better. SEC team, title aspirations coming into the year. They were 1 play away from going to the final last year. And it's a different team, of course. I get it, but this is Arkansas year after year after year. They're in this. And so I think the pressure is going to get to Kansas. Arkansas is the favorite in a region that isn't even their own for a reason. Really like them as well. Excuse me. This is a problem when you host by yourself. You have to, carry things here. And then last one, Oklahoma State plus 175 to win the Tuscaloosa Regional. I like Alabama. They're the number 7 overall seed in the tournament. But Oklahoma State made an insane push down the stretch here. They won 7 straight series, something like that, to end the year, again, in the Big 12. And this is just the story of Alabama. They're a fun regular season team. They have one of the best players in the country in Justin LeBron. He is great. But then they always get here and they just fold. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. So Oklahoma State, I think, should not be priced this far apart from Alabama. I think plus 175 is disrespectful. You've seen the market. They opened plus 190, and now they got bet down to plus 175. I still think that's way too long. I'll take Oklahoma State on that one. I will put in one bet for the games today, not today, on Friday already, because I think it's an insane price. Lamar plus 520 on the money line against Texas A&M. I think that Lamar is going to be way in this game, and I don't know if they're going to win. I'll also take them on the run line when that comes out, but I think they're going to have a chance to win this game. Lamar is going to throw Chris Olivier, who has a 2.66 ERA. Opponents hit just 180 against him this year. He had 103 strikeouts and just 88 innings pitched. They're coming in hot. They won the Southland Conference tournament as well, which is, it's the Southland Conference, whatever. It's not like crazy. But still, they're coming in with momentum. They feel good. They have a great pitcher in this game. So I think they're going to have a real chance to win this game. It's a price play, but I think this could be a low-scoring game. I'll probably take the under in this game once we get the line on that as well. So one bet for the games already on Friday. I'll have more of those. We'll have them on Friday when me and Colby have this show as well. I'll have them on the Substack on Thursday, hassanshacks.substack.com. Thursday, also known as tomorrow. But that's about it. That's all I got. My card, again, Kevin Gausman, under 1.5 earned runs allowed. That game's starting right now. Cardinals money line, Mariners A's first 5 under 4.5. Braves money line, Bryce Harper home run, Brandon Lau home run, Arizona State to win their region, Arkansas to win their region, Oklahoma State to win their region, Florida, if you have nothing, at 22-1 to win the College World Series. That's all I got. I guess we're going to end it here. Colby's quit for the day. We'll see you on Friday. I don't have therapy this week, so 11:30 a.m. Central. Better Day YouTube, Colby's Twitch, on Twitter as well, Better Day. My Twitter, at DJ Hassan. Colby M. Betts on all socials. Hassan_Jake on Instagram. HassanSex.substack.com. ColbyMBetts.substack.com. And that'll do it. I guess we can end the show now. Matt, close it. XOXO, love everybody. See you on Friday.
If you like the show, please take a moment to rate, review, and subscribe. It really does help the show to grow. Thank you for listening.